up, YouTube? Today is such a special day for Fast and the Furious fanboys and girls, including myself, and JDM fanboys and girls in general. We have a 2005 S2000 here, and this is definitely not your base and stock S2000. You, my buddy, the owner, just actually gave me a list, which I have here, of the stuff that was done to it. Okay, so I am actually going to read this list to you guys. It is, like I said, the 2005 Honda S2000. This is the Ap2, 2.2 liter, 240 horsepower. Okay, but now we get into the mods. It's got the APR wing and front splitter, beautiful Recaro bucket seats with the schroth 6-point harnesses inside. It's got a upgraded ACT clutch. It's got PT harness. It's got the K&N intake, which I'll show you, and it's got the Tomei titanium exhaust, which was a meme for a long time because of how good they are.
Body clutch sequential taillights, EBS tuning, F1 carbon fiber side mirror. Mega Racing 16K, springs, 17.95 forged wheels, Mega Racing anti-bump steer kit, Mega Racing tie rod, Mega Racing shaft tunnel brace, hard brake differential mount.
2 hours later.
Stoptech big brake kit and race pads. Now, these big brake kits and race pads make a lot of noise. People think when you're braking something's wrong with the car. It's not. It's just really loud and it can be a little bit embarrassing, but screw it. That's JDM life. You want to be fast, you want to have the best equipment. It doesn't have to sound good, or, well, the car has to sound good and it sounds absolutely great, but I'm talking about the brake squeal in general. What's the saying? If your brakes don't squeal, do you even have a race car? Or race brakes, performance brakes? Anyways, the reason this car was so loved, I believe, is not just because it was a great car stock, because a lot of people like this car, whether they like to modify it or whether they like to leave it stock. Nobody really complained. They all agree that the S2000 is a fun and enjoyable car to have. But the reason why this became a JDM icon is because, like most JDMs, the tunability, and it can be customized to suit each individual differently. So when you look at S2000s, they're not all the same. Each of them have been tuned for certain purposes depending on what their owner wants. And that's why when you look at a car like this, you're like, oh cool, an S2000. You don't understand how much money someone could spend on a car like this. I mean, for example, this one has over $45,000 in modifications alone. And for a non-car person, when you see this, you'll go like, what? That's not really possible. No, it is possible. And for car guys like me, and girls, of course, if you remember in the first Fast and the Furious movie, when Johnny Trent raced the Jetta, Jesse's Jetta, in this, and famously Paul Walker said, Jesse, don't do it. I bet you he's got over 100 grand under the hood of that car. Easily possible with these things, and that's why they were so loved, and till this day they're cherished. And you have a lot of supercar owners that are extreme avid car collectors who love their cars, whether be it exotics, muscle cars, JDM, classics, etc. They all want to have a JDM in the garage. And I don't know what it is specifically S2000s, because you have a broad range of really beautiful JDM cars, whether you're talking about the Skyline, whether you're talking about the Evo, the STI, the Silvia, a lot of cool stuff. So thank you, Japan, for making these cars, because we are still using them and we still absolutely love them. Now I'm gonna pop the hood. All right, let's see what you got underneath. All right, let's see. There she is. Oh man, so pretty. The good old days, man. Adjustable Ohlins suspension, so nice. Yeah, really nice design. I like APR wings. APR wings on JDM cars look fantastic. APR wings on like a Lamborghini Huracan, etc, etc. That's, sometimes I have my own opinion on that, but on JDM cars they look absolutely gorgeous. And I mean, you have to have this. Now we're gonna go for a drive in this thing, and you're gonna see, no more talking, just absolute pleasure of driving. All right. Such a good feeling getting in this car. I'm not gonna clip the full 6-point harness. I'm just gonna put the top shoulder straps, put the key inside, switch on. Look at those gauges. How beautiful are those? Look at that. It's got like a vintage feel, but it's not too old, but it's so special. Let's give it a start. Come on. Come on. Machine. Thankful that I have these roads to do this in, because this thing is absolutely so fun to drive. If I didn't have the space to drive it, I would genuinely get in trouble with this car because I wouldn't be able to control myself. It just gives you so much pleasure. Very nice brakes, and you see what I mean when I say that they're really loud. What a sound! Oh man, it's so good! Now, so I can't really push, but I just want to show that this is such a comfortable car to drive. And I'm not sure what brand of tires are on this thing, but I can feel them heating up, and once they do that, public roads are genuinely very dirty. Sometimes they have like a lot of debris on them, and it picks up like a race car, like it actually picks up a lot of the stuff, and you can hear it. Machine. Truly enjoyable. And again, Very, very simple, very driver oriented. You got the cool looking dash, you got the nice OMP wheel, and it's got Alcantara suede on it, so you can wear your racing gloves and get good grip. When I got in the car, I cringed for like 2 seconds because of the brake noises, but then I just didn't care because they are just so good. The brakes are really, really good. The car is so nimble, it stops on a dime, steering feels absolutely great. The gearbox, oh my god, this short shifter is just lovely. Now I'm gonna do a pull with the windows closed, and you have to be mindful because most of these tuned cars are pretty low because they're on performance suspension and they have been lowered to get a better center of gravity. So windows closed now so we don't get any wind interference. There's a bump here. All right, now. It's very hard to put into words how much fun I'm having right now. This car is an absolute blast, really a blast to drive. And I love these cars because they are proof that you don't need to have a $300,000–400,000 supercar to be a car person and to really enjoy driving and to enjoy the passion of cars. A car like this is more than capable to satisfy even the most experienced driver's needs, and it's just really nice to be involved with your car, not just be involved in the terms of driving the manual and the gauges and all that and the pedals and the clutch, and it's being involved with the tuning of the car. I mean, you wouldn't dare, I mean, depending on who you are and what's your budget, but you wouldn't dare buy a $400,000–500,000 supercar and then fiddle with it yourself. You'd be worried about warranty issues, you'd be worried about so many things. But with this, sky's the limit. You really have the freedom to kind of play around, and obviously the price point isn't like, I'm not going to mention the big brands and the names of crazy exotic cars, but you get my point that this car is really special. And again, cars like this are made for car lovers of all sorts, and yeah, it's just really nice to be able to experience this car. Again, it's from 2005, so the fact that I'm in 2022 right now and I'm enjoying this beast is just really, really fun. This thing is so nostalgic, man. Back then, to be a genuine car person, you needed to know how to drive a manual. Not because of a pretentious thing, or not because, hey bro, if it's not a manual I won't drive it. No, but because all the cool stuff and all the really cool powerful cars, whether the Europeans or whether the Japanese and etc., the real cool stuff was mostly manual. The real powerful stuff were manuals. So nowadays, let's just say most of the car brands, they're a lot more usable, anyone can drive them. It was different back then. When you see someone driving a sports car, you knew, ah, so that guy can drive, that guy's enthusiastic, he loves driving. He doesn't have to be a race car driver, but you knew that there was a sense of passion there. Now it's a little bit different, and again, that's why these things will always have a special place in my heart, really. I love the contrast, the way you did it, the yellow roll cage to match the blue. This is a wrap, so the original paint is preserved. I love the fact that it doesn't have an auto blip on it, so you actually have to blip when you downshift, and the sound of that blip is just incredible. I love it. Even though this is a small lightweight vehicle, I'm just shy of 6 foot and I weigh 160 pounds, and I fit absolutely comfortably in here, and I don't even need to, I still probably have 2 or 3 inches where I can put back the adjustable bucket seat, and I don't need to because it really is super comfortable to drive. And it's stiff, but it's not too stiff, and it's super loud, but it's the loud where someone like me is just having an eargasm the whole way while you're driving it. Like, you could be driving this thing at 30 miles an hour, but you're just grinning the whole time because you're in a souped up JDM car, which is just beautiful. This is just, as a kid, I dreamed of cars like this. I didn't dream of Lamborghinis, I didn't dream of Ferraris, I didn't even dream of my Black Series, which I have, and the AMGs and all that. As a kid, I dreamt of this stuff. My dream car was an Evo. Thankfully, I got to drive and own cars that are way more unique, but still, these things, these JDM cars hold such a special place in my heart. And guess what? I know people are gonna have mixed opinions about this. A supercharger will be coming soon for this car. So this is actually a part 1 video. And part 2 will be with the supercharger. Now, I am so glad I'm getting to drive this car before the supercharger is installed, because if you know me, you know how much I love naturally aspirated engines, and this thing is not lacking at all. Look at that old stereo. And this is, I didn't mention this, but this is for the roof. You can take this lightweight bad boy off and it'll be kind of like a convertible, so it is a hardtop. So yeah.